playing this card today is this deck today is because this is an aggressive burn deck. It's not a deck that's counterspelling people. The Howling Mine deck's going to be much later tonight. Howling Mine deck's going to be much... I need to update the stream decker. Might need to restart Moto here soon, too. We've been playing for 3.5 hours. Love to play first. Remember when I talked about 17 lands? We'll see. We'll see how often that comes back to bite us. Easy keep here. I played an entire game in the entire match in the mask. For the record, it's being in character that's more work than wearing the mask. Also, I needed to eat. The mask doesn't have a mouth thing. I did not build this one. This is a viewer submitted blue-red deck. I hate losing to missing land drops more than most people, so I generally err on the side of more lands in decks that I build. All right, so what am I doing here? I can definitely opt. Oh, did I miss something? Plataboy with the brand new tier 1 sub. Thank you very much for the support. I do appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What are you eating / what's for dinner? I'm eating Chipotle currently. God, you're already eating Chipotle? You're so inconsiderate, Matthew. Why didn't you think about me and my needs? I don't know. I'm up for anything, Maddie. Whatever you want to do. I'm eating Panera right now. So not Panera, not Chipotle. We could die next turn, but I'm pretty sure I just want to like play my things and ship. It's very good content. We'll try. I don't know that I'm going to do 24-hour things as a regular. Like, 24 hours is tough on my body. Also, the content gets a little delirious towards the mid to end, but we could definitely do like 12-hour special themed things more often, I think. Oh, Portillo's. Yeah, snap, Maddie, Portillo's. Portillo's is what I want. Chat's got our back. This is Blue-Red Wizards. That's not good for us. We are running... All right. Stormchaser Mage was probably our best draw there. Does the standing desk get difficult during these streams? So, actually, I'm doing okay for now. My standing desk goes up and down, so... The standing desk is actually a huge help during these streams because it allows me to change positions back and forth, so I'm not sitting or standing for the entirety of them. Ignore this. I was annoyed my total donation value wasn't an even number anymore. This card's just like Really pretty powerful in Modern, huh? It dice like exactly like Brutality and Fatal Push, but like it dodges a lot of the popular removal spells. All right. Yeah, it's this card is especially good against the decks we're playing today. Ain't that the truth? I have a green screen set up today so I can do some special effects while we play. I definitely want a Mutagenic Growth here, I think. Just like have them dead to any Lightning Bolt that we draw. We've got a lot of Lightning Bolts in our deck. So this puts them to 2. And we're out of cards here, so like they can just go for whatever they want, but they're not probably playing around anything, they're too low. Because it didn't matter. All right, let's go. Let's go. Smush. We could die next turn, but... Rawr, these are my things. Get them. BW Bandit. Thank you, WV Bandit. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Lucky, lucky. See if the lucky bits come through here. They do not. We are dead. So close and yet so far away. Yeah, the Stream Decker upgrade is really great. Super elegant. All right, so Staticaster seems good. Vapor Snag actually seems exceedingly great, right? I don't know if Spell Pierce is good enough. I'm going to trim this Twisted Image. I'm going to trim these Mutagenic Growths, I think. I'm going to trim a 3-drop up at the top. I think this is good. How do you feel about this? Should I use bring my Flame Slashes in too? Right? I think the Flame Slashes are probably okay, right? Maybe just like trim a cantrip. Feel like I want to just like max on 1 mana removal. I'm gonna not bring in the Spell Pierce, actually. Leave 1 opt. Twisted Image for Spellskite. Do they play that card? I think I'd rather just have Flame Slash. Speaking of standing desks, I'm gonna sit down for a little bit. Slide on down. Image kills Noble. That's interesting. Is that better than... it's probably better than this opt, huh? Noble, you sold me on. You sold me on Noble. All right, I'm gonna give people, if you want a chance to get a free deck in the donation queue, you have 10 more minutes to respond to this. 10 more minutes to respond to this thing with your guesses. It seems pretty good. Just lead on Ghitu here. If I was gonna lead on Serum Visions, I should have played Scalding Tarn on one. How's it going, Complex System? Stormchaser Mage is a great draw here. There's the internet answer if I ever heard one. 420 matches with a 69% win rate. Drawing Stormchaser Mage is actually a big reason to lead on the Ghitu here, I think. I think leading on the Ghitu is fine. Just like pushes the most damage guaranteed. Lets me like wait half a second to play these Serum Visions. And like playing Serum Visions later is generally a good thing because it gives me more information. Okay, so I definitely want both of these. Do I want to Serum Visions into that other one though? I feel like I do just because it like pumps up my things here. We could die to this Inkmoth Nexus next turn, but it's like pretty unlikely. I think I'm wrong. I'm gonna bottom here. I should have bottomed aggressively digging for a 4th land. So keeping that Snapcaster Mage last time was wrong. I have extra bits now, so here, take my money, put this towards Scred Swan. Sounds fun. Thank you, Nivik. Will do. Thank you for the support as always. Anoronics with the mad sub gifts. Also, thank you, sub gifts and Twitch Prime. We rolled past 1,600 subscriber points today. So, we're gonna have to add. I think we got a couple more emotes to add to the channel now. I'm gonna have to think about some things. They play less pump spells. That's good to know. It's good to know. Stormchaser Mage. Do I be conservative here? I feel like I'm supposed to be conservative here. I think we're gonna add a Smork emote with the Goblin Mask. I didn't get a chance to do it because the mask got here yesterday, so... But I think we're gonna add one of those after this for sure. A Hoogle Smork emote in the Goblin Mask. So if I just put them to 9 here, next turn I could bolt them plus Fork Bolt them, which puts them to 4, and then my Stormchaser Mages are lethal. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do this for now. Just like hold the bolt up. Yeah, but my ground guy also can't attack into the Crusader because it's pro-red. Ooh, that's rough. Maybe I should have just bolted this next turn. So we're gonna lose our Forked Bolt here, which sucks. I mean, Jeskai still has, like, sweepers and stuff. I'd be surprised if they were, like, just dead. No, I don't think so. I think that's being too aggressive. The Lavarunner represents points of damage on the board if my opponent wants to attack with their Phyrexian Crusader. What are the best stuff at Portillo's? So I'm a vegetarian, so I eat cheese fries and cake shakes. They also have a veggie croissant, and often I get, it's a hot dog bun with cheese and vegetables in it, and mustard and relish and stuff. As if you are a meat eater, there are a bunch of different things you can get at Portillo's. Look, this is America. You don't gotta be healthy here. So we are dead to become immense. Yep. All right, let's restart here real quick. Moto is hemorrhaging memory. Enjoy the sponsor page for a moment. Yeah, the Painter Servant art is fantastic. Just like super A+. It's quite possibly my favorite piece of Magic art. Mac Weldon, baby. Just to see the world burn. It would be running so slowly to get to that point. It'd be pretty terrible. I don't think I can get big. There's a special burn bingo. If you're playing regular bingo, there's a special burn bingo card for today. Here's the burn bingo card. Well, Magic Online doesn't run using Silverlight for starters. It runs using .NET. Oh god, there's Basic Mountain in this deck. High to floor. High floor. Howdy, howdy. Seems very reasonable. I get to bottom another land here. God bless. Where there's a will, there's a way. Snap, bolt, snap. This probably isn't good at this point. Snapcaster Mage seems good with the Wizard Lightning, or even the Serum Visions, potentially. Magic Online worked with Wine since November of last year. Prior to that, it did not work, but since like November of last year, Magic Online has worked well via Wine. Strategic planning. You're blocked on Twitter, Tino. You should whisper me your Twitter name, Tino, and I'll fix that. They are playing Storm, huh? I definitely think we're supposed to play this year. We could die, but it's like a side grade anticipate. They made a new thing. They made their own 1-mana cantrip. That's adorable. Alright, so I get to go ahead and Wizard Lightning here. And then play Ghitu Lavarunner. Planning was in some of Caleb's test spells. That's interesting. I guess filling up your graveyard is pretty important, right? You gain value by doing that. That's another Wizard Lightning. Well then. Well then. We totally just like snap Wizard Lightning here, right? And they're not taking 5, so I need to... It was played before opt. That makes sense. Yeah, so if this Wizard Lightning resolves, which it's not... Alright, it would resolve, okay. Wizard Lightning is lethal if they didn't have a remand there, and it looks like they didn't. So we get to bring in Dispel and Surgical Extraction. Probably Spell Pierce. These Vapor Snags are pretty bad. These Twisted Images are pretty bad. Forked Bolt is pretty bad. Lavamancer is pretty bad. That's pretty clean. Pretty clean, easy in, easy out. I don't think I want any of these other cards. Like, people always ask, like, do we want to bring in Staticaster to kill goblins? I think the answer is we just want to like go over them. Like, bringing in one answer to goblins is so narrow. I feel like if you don't have multiple to bring in, you just shouldn't bring in any. Is Storm a burn deck? Not for the purposes of today's stream. We have Goblin Guides right here. We have Human Guides. We have Ghitu Lavarunners. God, they have so many magic cards. And we have 2 Surgical Extractions. How can we lose? How can we lose, chat? We have so many Surgicals. Has so many Surgicals. Wizard Guides, you mean? That's true. We do technically have 3 Surgicals in hand. This card is really not Goblin Guide, huh? Things that are not Goblin Guide. This guy right here. Deal. How do we feel about surgicaling Burrell? I guess they could take another piece. If they take another pieces, I could surgical that. They took Sleight of Hand. They took Piece of the Puzzle Manamorphose. I'm going to start by surgicaling pieces and see what we get. I'm going to take a look at their hand first and see what their hand looks like. Because pieces guarantees get something out of their hand. They left their gifts ungiven in. That's good to know. And they boarded out. No, they kept Electromancer. Did they not board in empty? It looks like they didn't board in empty. Huh. So yeah, I guess I'm going to snap Surgical Burrell just to get Snapcaster on the table, I think. Just start beating them down. I'm only playing one empty in a 75. God bless him. All the decks I play, we basically only lose to empty post-board, it feels like. Yeah, I think playing this many of this 3-drop with only 17 lands is like pretty greedy in this build. Can someone who's a smarter Storm player than me explain why going down to one empty is good? Because I don't get it. But I'm also kind of a dummy, so... Am I supposed to jam this? They get to gifts this turn, is the thing. They have... Oh, I just closed my screenshot. Caleb did it, and we are all sheep. Alright, so... They have gifts, Manamorphose, Steam Vents Ritual in hand. So am I supposed to jam this 3-drop, or am I supposed to hold up Dispel for their gifts and given they're going to cast their end of turn? I feel like Dispel Gift Surgical is probably better, yeah. So, counter this, surgical it. It's the payoff for Wizard. So, I'm not saying that three of this card is wrong. I'm saying that in the context of having, in the context of having 17 land, 3 of them is probably wrong. Yeah, we knew they had 2 gifts there, which is why I surgical gifts. If I didn't know they had another gifts in their hand, I wouldn't have surgical their gifts ungiven. I feel the need to say how much I love the Mac 1 Blues. They're fantastic, -3 card. They're really great. If we draw a land, we can 12 them. Can we talk about playing 3 of this card again for a minute? Can we just have a conversation about that? Need to draw a land, immediately draw the most expensive card in the deck. Classic Hogland. Oh, good, they killed it. That's good for us. They're not ghosting at least. Wait, like copyrighted music, Full Flame? Are they actually doing something about it? That's good. They're handing out. I want to hear the chewing. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Twitch should crack down on that. Can should. So someone asked how often ghosting happens here. Hey, Gushi Mage, thank you for the brand new Twitch Prime support. I do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. And thanks for supporting mine this month. They should hand out bans because it's against the Twitch terms of service. It's against the Twitch terms of service to stream. If you ever open a streamer's past videos and their videos say these have been muted for copyright reasons, that means that person was streaming music that they didn't have permission to stream and they broke their Twitch partner agreement to do so. Well, now we're just playing bolts. Got this card. I don't think I've ever had Five Guys. Your surgical won us a game. Confirmed opponent good against opponent's magic cards. Well, we're waiting for the last the third match in this league to pop. I was like to thank everyone for spending part of your Friday with you. Happy weekend, folks. We're currently in hour 4 of 24 on today's long stream. Hoaglandia is burning up around me. We're playing aggressive red decks all day today. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider doing like Gucci Mage just did there and subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are quite literally the people that keep me employed. You can also support my stuff by supporting some of my wonderful sponsors. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn some of your cards into other cards or cash direct with other players. There's no haggling. They just take 1% fee off the top. Mack Weldon provides premium men's clothing. Using code Jeff Hogan at bit.ly/Google Clothes. You can save 20% on your first order of premium shorts, underwear, socks, polos, all sorts of great stuff there. If you've been thinking about using that code as you've been seeing it on my channel for the last couple of months, the end of this month is when that code's going to stop working, so their campaign's gonna end. So if you've been thinking about buying some wonderful Mack Weldon stuff, you'll want to do so before the 30th. And of course, this stream wouldn't be possible without viewers like Anaronix, Justin, Nivik, and all of y'all out there. Thanks for dropping by. If you are new and enjoying this stuff, make sure you hit the follow button. At the very least, following the stream doesn't cost you anything. It lets you know when I go live. And with what? Vegetarians are indecisive vegans. I just eat food that I like, and I don't eat food that I don't like. So I don't enjoy the texture of chicken, and I don't enjoy the flavor of beef, so I don't eat them. I have no idea. I am not a lawyer, and I won't profess to have a background in understanding what legalities go into streaming copyrighted music on Twitch. I'm gonna finish eating this cookie from Panera, and then Matt's gonna bring me a chocolate cake shake and french fries from Portillo's later. I am not a vegetarian for health reasons. I am not a vegetarian for health reasons. I am a proud fat American, and I eat the things I like and I don't eat the things I don't like. Wait, Jeff, go back to saying how good surgical is, that there should be. Did you watch the blue black mill deck, Justin? It had 3 main deck surgicals, and we almost 5-0'd with it. It was very good. Yo, dog, I heard you like cantrips. So we cantrip for some more cantrips. I feel like this matchup's probably bad for us, right? The opponent's deck, like, almost certainly has more removal spells than we do threats. Trading our 3 mana play for their 1 mana play feels real bad. Yeah, they have a better late game as well. So like as the game goes long, we're less and less likely to win, and they're more and more likely to win. Ghitu Lavarunner, whatever his name is. The wooden sword next to your name means you're a combat person in training. You're preparing to learn how to defend the realm. And when you become a 12-month subscriber, you get an actual mod sword next to your name, and you can defend the realm from the people that don't want to explain themselves in chat. Yep. Defend the realm or burn it down. How does this compare to the Kiln Fiend deck? That's an interesting question. I feel like this deck's honest beatdown game plan, like it's like burn style draws are probably better than the burn style draws out of the Kiln Fiend decks that I've played. But at the same time, not having Thing in the Ice is a big deal. Like, Thing in the Ice gives this style of archetype, I feel, a lot of power. I think I have to bottom that and look for spells, look for threats. We just need consistent sources of damage at this point. I have a shovel. That means you're a new member to Hooglandia and you're helping build the kingdom from the ground up. Shovels and boots for the hardworking people of Hooglandia. What color is the 200k bit badge? Purple? I want to say purple. Cheer badges. No, I'm wrong. It's red. It's red. These are the cheer badges. They go yellow, red, blue, teal, purple. So I must exactly see Smugface gets it. The suggestion someone had earlier of putting some kind of symbols on the coin, that sounds good. I really like that idea because the coin does kind of translate as a CD. This crown is so like, I mean, Justin has that crown now, so like you gotta upgrade from what Justin has, right? Please animate your colonnade. Please animate your colonnade. Yeah. Have you ever felt a Vapor Snag this good before, chat? Have you ever felt a Vapor Snag that good before? Just taste it. Taste the rainbow, opponent. It's delicious. Maybe I should have fetched a Steam Vents tapped there. It's very possible I should have fetched a Steam Vents tap. How do I get my own small horse? That's the 2-year subscriber badge. The 2-year sub badge is the tiny horse. That was a hot draw, huh? That was a hot draw. 3 more lands in hand. Well, turns out their late game not better than our late game when they draw all bricks. I think this is actually a matchup where I want Vapor Snag. Spell Pierce and Dispel also sound great. This is a Fork Bolt out matchup, Grim Lavamancer out matchup. Mutagenic Growth protects our shit from their bolts, which seems pretty good. What do I want to cut here? What do I want to cut? Is it nuts to just trim some Wizard Lightnings? for 2 hours. Life is good. That's awesome, Daddy Jake. Do I want to trim Mutagenic? Mutagenic seems pretty valuable for protecting my stuff. I think it's these Wizard Lightnings. I think these are worse than... Maybe it's a split of these. Maybe it's like 3 and 1. So I definitely like want some reach in my deck, right? But like I think this is good for protecting my stuff. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Isha, thank you very much for the 3-month free subscription. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, Twisted Image is rancid. Let's leave 2 Wizard Lightnings in. Yeah, Twisted Image is really bad. Yeah, I like this. I like this. 2. How much do I need to donate to have you write a strongly worded letter to Twitch about how you should be able to give out specially made bit badges to people? Yeah, it seems good. I think you're just supposed to keep like most hands that have lands and spells in this deck because like if you mulligan, you don't have that many actual lands in the deck. I think I want to... Do I want to keep that? No, I'm going to bottom that. We'll draw lands at some point. And with the Bedlam Reveler in our hand, just like cantripping into more cantrips is like actually pretty good. I didn't hear a number, Jeff. I feel like they wouldn't want to discourage people from buying bits, Justin. Twitch wants people to buy bits. I'm gonna grab Steam Vents here. And with this next Sleight of Hand, we're either looking for a 3rd land or another cantrip. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the 3rd land here. Hitchens with the 2-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate it. Thanks for the continued support. It's like a Geist Saint draft. Geist Saint draft would be brutal. I think I want to bolt this. So, this is an interesting question. Do I snap Sleight of Hand here? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to snap Sleight of Hand to keep my velocity going. It like can't, it takes an instant or sorcery out of the bin, but it puts a threat on the table and the threat replaces itself. So when my opponent kills it, it's not a big deal. Shocking myself feels a little bit bad against their deck that can be aggressive sometimes, but I think this is fine. I think I want to just continue hitting land drops with this Bedlam Reveler in my hand. Like, sandbagging another Dispel isn't going to help when we want to just slam the Reveler ASAP. Hi, waifu.
Hi.
Yep. Smart on their part to not let us untap. Please then Dispel, Pierce, and Dispel if they did.
Have you done this one yet?
Nope.
Can I do it?
Nope. Love you.
Love you too.
I should just upstairs here with the bolt, right? I just like want to get these cards out of my hand ASAP.
Do you have a plan?
Yeah. The stream would like to see you for bingo purposes.
I don't know. They always only want to see me for
They only want to see me for bingo purposes.
Fucking rude as hell.
It's possible that I should save that Dispel for forcing through the Bedlam Reveler, but I feel like I could probably set up a board state where they won't be able to counter it anyways. Oh, and for the record, I did have to put that all the way to the ceiling for when I stand up.
Oh, I forgot about standing up. Did you even use it yet?
I have.
It's just white.
Yep. Am I just supposed to jam this Bedlam Reveler here? I think we're supposed to jam this Bedlam Reveler here. I'm going to start by attacking with this and seeing what they do. I think I just jammed Bedlam.
Well, that's a good reminder because Steam has a $5 off sale right now.
Steam has sales on everything.
I should buy that. Who's Gristy?
It's like Grizzled Christie. Some pretty good pickups. Spell Pierce is pretty good when our opponent's missing land drops. Whose deck do you think has more lands than it, chat? Our deck or our 17 land deck or the opponent's Jeskai control deck?
You could buy me 17 games.
Nivix bought you a lot of games, to be fair.
Bought me a lot of games. Why do they keep spelling your name wrong? I've seen that multiple times.
Geoff?
Yeah.
That's the goblin.
Oh.
I might have killed the goblin.
I watched you kill the goblin.
You watched me kill the goblin?
Yeah. Is he dead forever?
He's probably dead forever, but goblins in the traveling pack, so I wouldn't be surprised if another one showed up later.
Did you get Panera today?
Of course I got Panera today. Oh, yeah, Jess. Does that feel good? How's that taste? Does that taste bad? That's delicious. It's delicious and nutritious, chat.
Jeffy, do you need me to cut this?
Yeah, probably.
I kind of like it red, though.
All right, so even if I played out the Soul-Scar Mage because if they verdict us here, I'm going to Vapor Snag the Bedlam and then replay it. They also, like, need to draw a white source to Vapor Snag us here. There are currently 1,065 viewers according to my thing. Maybe playing this was greedy. Vapor Snag on my Bedlam Reveler feels awesome. Why would I snag my haste creature? No, I just want to draw cards. Like, the chance of them having bolt are pretty reasonable here. God, fucking chat. Fucking chat. You just gotta believe. You just gotta believe, chat. Why don't you believe? Yeah, get him. Whew, whew. Is it just me? It's just me. I was a little hot in here. Top of my deck was a little hot. You could maybe argue that it's starting to burn up. It's burning up in here. It's very, very, very hot. The top of the deck is very, very hot. Very, very hot. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh no. How are we doing, folks? Everybody having a good day? Oh no. We're going cash a league. That's what I'm saying. We're going cash a league. Dr. Disrespect would be happy with the showmanship here. I don't know that I can put this on every day, but once in a while, this is definitely fun. There's lots. I've got more things. We're not blowing our entire load just yet, but we're gonna have some fun today. Hoaglandia is burning down, chat. Slowly and steadily, we're burning down. Why stag your haste guy? Or do you just draw? That's what I'm saying. And Bedlam Reveler gave us like 4 shots at drawing the haste guy. So one bit that I rejected that Christy thought of was actually going to be pretty good. She wanted to get me a fire extinguisher and a fireman's hat, but I would need to do that at the very end of the stream. And 24 hours into the stream, I'm going to be far too delirious to do it, to put on a bit with any cohesion. So we almost added a firefighter bit, but there's no way I can put that together that late into a stream. Oh, I could have killed this, I guess. I wasn't thinking about this as a removal spell. I was thinking about it as a pump for my Stormchaser Mage. Yeah, I guess I should have killed the bird, huh? I don't know. We're gonna push a lot of damage really quickly here. Like this is plus this is a lightning bolt that cantrips on the Stormchaser Mage. It's a good draw. So let's start by doing this and see what we get. They cast a really powerful magic card. This is why I could never cast Collected Company in a tournament I cared about winning. That's pretty good. So if I bolt them here, they're going to go to 6. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do here. It's like, feel the lightning, taste the fire, the fire! I feel like we're really channeling the fire, chat. Are we channeling? I feel like we're channeling. The problem with that, Tom, is that their bird is going to be untapped next turn, and they're likely to want to chump block with the bird and chump block my other things. This Frontier deck, I agree. This Frontier deck is A+. Also, they were tapped out for things like Path. A compilation of him killing famous streamers in pub, that's great. I love that our society has advanced to the point where stuff like video games like that are just like, it's like, this is just what you do, right? Oh yeah. Who wants to wait now? Who wanted to wait now? Jess, can we taste it? It's yummy. It's yummy in your tummy. Num num nummy. Whew, whew, whew. This background has never felt so fitting. The top of the decks, they are the hottest of fire, chat. The hottest of the fire. All right, so Vapor Snag is definitely coming in. I feel like this isn't a Staticaster matchup. I feel like while they have a bunch of shitty cards that Staticaster kills, most of the cards Staticaster kills are in fact shitty. So I feel like I just don't want that. I just feel like a Mutagenic Growth matchup. Flame Slash could be okay. It kills Courser too. I guess I hate Courser of Crewfix. Yeah, this seems good. Just like cut these growths for a snag and 2 slashes. That seems fine, right? I think I like this. Let's do it. Let's run it. Check it, see. Wreck it, see. I think I want to go ahead and keep this. No, I think you'd rather just, like, ignore their companies. So let's go ahead and Serum Visions here. Dig 4 deep for a threat for next turn. Vapor Snag, like, are all these cards good? Part of me wants to push here so I can dig for lands and threats. I kind of want to push. I'm going to push actually. We could draw just like mono lands, but like that's pretty unlikely in our deck full of spells. Is our first play going to be a 3-drop? Scavenging Ooze, sure. I'm so glad we have a fire emote. Our arena deck is doing surprisingly well, right? Hopefully they play like Knight or Courser here and we're just like kill your shit, attack you for 6. You have a, we've redone the sub icon, so you have a training sword there. I wouldn't be surprised to see an attack here, honestly. Yeah, this doesn't surprise me. The hardworking people of Hoaglandia need boots to protect their feet. All right, do I want to kill both their creatures this turn? I can almost feel like I do, right? I almost feel like I want to kill both their creatures. We definitely want to kill this. The question is, do I want to... Yeah, we definitely want a Wizard Lightning. Do I want to burn the Flame Slash? Leaving the Scavenging Ooze in play is not optional. The question is, how do I want to use my removal spells? I think I want to just kill the Skoos. I think there's a good chance they can Coco next turn regardless. So I'm going to Sleight of Hand here. And then I'm gonna Wizard Lightning the Scavenging Ooze, I think. No, Soul-Scar Mages are a replacement effect. Getting a Vapor Snag here is kind of huge. Does drawing Vapor Snag means I'm going to Flame Slash? I think Vapor Snag means I want to hold both of these. This build of Blue-Red Wizards feels pretty trim. I think it's like one land light at the very least, but the spell selection in here feels very powerful. Very reasonable. We get to Trip's Prowess next turn, too. I've got a Legacy Burn deck we're going to play later tonight, as well as a Legacy Burn, as well as we're going to Force Burn and Cube later on as well. Radical Panda MTG with that brand new Twitch Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month. Welcome. Welcome. So they are super fucking dead, right? Pick your shit up. Bolt you, Lava Runner you. Tireless Tracker is still in their deck because green-white unplayables is a collection of magic cards that all cost 3 fucking mana. That's why it's still in their deck. I think it was GG without the Lava Runner, but we'll play the Lava Runner for good measure. I mean, to a degree, this is a synergy deck, but the quality of the cards you're playing for the sake of synergy isn't that low. It's pretty reasonable. Did you? Look at that. We cashed a league. That's exciting. We cashed a league. So what would I want to cut for another land is the question. Honestly, it's probably like the Forked Bolt or the Lava Man in the main deck. I can see Lava Man being a little slow and clunky. Lava Man fights with both our Ghitu Lavarunner and our Snapcaster Mages, so maybe that's what I would trim. No, we cashed a league with black, red, Shadow Burn earlier. The green screen is lit. You're not wrong. Yeah, the Mantis Rider deck. The Mantis Rider deck was sweet. Yeah, the Revelers out of the board were sweet against Jeskai as well. Do any of these red decks? I have Kadaltha Red on the docket for later today, Zach. So Kadaltha Red is going to happen. It's people really just don't get it, Marty. The people that make the free exposure argument have never had to live off of something that they've made. What's going on, Voltic? It's more of a goblet than an artifact. That's true. I think Zach's correct there. Yeah, I'll take another Snapcaster Mage. I would have preferred like a 1 or 2 mana threat there, but I think Snapcaster Mage is fine. Tron. This is less good for us. I think this matchup's okay in general, probably, but we definitely need a faster hand than what we have right now. That's pretty good, though. It's pretty good with the Mutagenic Growth, especially. So we're going to end step, send this bolt upstairs. The Tron button is broke off at this point. I think people overestimate the value of faking a given deck. Yeah, all the leagues will be up on YouTube. They might not be up until tomorrow night. It's going to depend on how coherent I am tomorrow morning when we're done. Because like it does take me a little bit of time to format videos. And normally it's not a big deal. But after getting done streaming for 24 hours, it becomes more of a big deal. So I think I'm going to snap Serum Visions here. And then next turn we can Cinder Wind plus play some spells. Just put the goblet back on and nobody will notice. Alright, so next turn we get to go Cinder, Muta, Opt, which is nice. Unfortunately, that's probably gonna be too slow. Oh, God bless you, opponent. God bless you and your poor Tron decisions. I was really scared. You had turn 3 Tron. Then you played Talisman of Dominance. Oh, no. Oh, no. How do we ever beat a Chalice of the Void? Chat, how do we ever beat a Chalice of the Void? All right, I'm going to concede if they counter my Cinder Wind here. What a roller coaster of emotions, right? Chalice does not counter Wizard Lightning. Wizard Lightning still has a converted mana cost of 3. I'm gonna move on with our lives here. Should have known every deck was a 3-2 deck. Got too excited. We flew too close to the sun, chat. Flew too close to the sun. I'm actually gonna trim Bolt before I trim Wizard Lightning since they're on Chalice. Not that we could probably beat Chalice, but we could pretend. The sun is where we belong. It empowers us. No, I think the snags are good. Snags take their larger threats off the table. They still have like Worm Coils and stuff like that in their deck at some point. Where can I find a list of current burn decks? I don't have a full list of the burn decks posted anywhere just yet. Or there won't be a full list of burn decks like I usually do. It's just too much work to format that many lists myself. I spent like an hour and a half last night getting them all into my YouTube, or into my MTGO, and then I just didn't have time to format them all in a spreadsheet as well. Nah, Chalice is fine. Chalice is a card that you can make a conscious decision during deck building to be able to play through it. I actually don't think Chalice is even that good in Modern right now. I think there's a lot of decks in Modern that don't care about Chalice. This deck obviously isn't on that list. Like a lot of the burn style decks care about Chalice, but there's a bunch of decks that just by and large don't care. I'm gonna go bottom here. I want to dig aggressively for a fetch land or the Stomping Ground so I can have this Destructive Revelry to kill their stuff. Digging for a land, digging for a land. Heidi-ho the cheerio, digging for a land. Perfect. To Serum Visions into the Scalding Tarn. I get to play the Scalding Tarn, and then fetch up Stomping Ground, play Ghitu, smash for 5 here. Solid aggressive start this game. The only time in the history of Modern, I think that Chalice was well positioned was during that window where Grixis Death Shadow was one of the most popular decks in the format. I think when Grixis Shadow was popular, it was very reasonable. But since the format has moved more towards Hallowed One and Humans and Jeskai and decks like Green Black, I think Green Black's not very popular, but like Humans and Hallowed One especially, I think Chalice has gotten worse and worse. I edited so many of them, Tom, that I ended up just taking that list down because it wasn't relevant. I didn't feel like manually sorting it in there. It was just too much work. I didn't have time to do it nicely. I figured if I wasn't going to do it nicely, I just wasn't going to have it up. All right, if we get to untap with this bad Mamma Jamma, we're gonna kill them. So here's open. Do I just jam this again? Because I have like D-Rev plus Dispel next turn to like punch through, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna jam her in again. And again, like this is a good example. Like I really wish I had a 4th land tier. All right, I'm going to run to the bathroom while our opponent diddles with us. Our hand actually isn't that good against us. They need to find, we need to like draw a lightning bolt. Yeah, so they can like Sleight of Hand, Spell Pierce, Dispel us, but that's all. And they get to time walk us, I guess. I'll be back. Run to the restroom. Oh, they can't even Sleight, Pierce, and Dispel because I don't have triple blue. Sweet. Yeah, and like because of the Cinder Wind, they can't even like slight into a lightning bolt and then kill one of my creatures here. Because the bolt will put another trigger on the stack. Yeah, so like they could point this Wizard Lightning at me and then spell Pierce or Dispel it. But they can't kill my creatures here, which is nice. There's gonna hedge. What happens next is gonna hedge on like what's left in their hand here, and our hand's pretty good. Do you tired of the silence? Don't you listen? So most of the time, like the brief moments of silence here where I'm not talking, I don't use music not only because it's wrong and it's stealing, but depending on the music, it's wrong and stealing. But music can scare some people away if they're not into your particular type of music that you're playing specifically. And past that, ideally, I should be talking about what we're doing and why most of the time. Did I miss a sub? I did miss a sub. Nubicane with the 5-month resubscription. Do you feel warm yet? Thank you for the continued support. I did miss it. Sorry, I ran to the bathroom and then I was checking Discord really quick. Walking Ballista. Do they have 8 here? I think they have 8, which means they can kill all my stuff. No, they only have 3. Okay. Hey, Canal with the brand new Twitch Prime Sport. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Welcome. I think we're dead at this point, right? I guess I could have like Snap Wizard Lightning them here. I guess I just do this. Just like pass the turn. Why am I letting him untap with the Ballista? Because, I mean, is it lethal? I didn't count if it was lethal. It's a 6. Is the Ballista lethal? I don't actually know. I don't think so. I feel like we're pretty dead here at this point. Yep, the green screen works when I stand up as well. It's floor top to bottom. I feel like I just want to attack with this, right? I might like upkeep derev this. They definitely have a counterspell here. There's no reason to just jam into this. Shoot this in response. No, I can't snap lightning while Ballista's out, especially because they can just kill the Snapcaster Mage in response, and then I won't have a wizard to flash it back. What does waiting to see if they activate a second time do? What does that accomplish for us? I don't know. It depends on how you describe theft, Indicium. Like, is defining theft as taking something that doesn't belong to you and using it? Like, how are you defining, what's your definition of theft? Courts have distinguished between copyright infringement and theft. So just because it's legal doesn't mean it's right. And people differentiate things legally based on what lawyers come to agreements with all the time. So just because one specific court of law defining, that's why I'm saying, how are you defining theft? I don't think it's unfair to define theft as taking something that doesn't belong to you and using it. A Spotify subscription, if you read your terms of service, does not give you permission to broadcast the music on your Spotify to a wide audience like you do at streaming on Twitch. Your Spotify license is a personal listening license. It's not a you can use this and do whatever you want with it. Yes, yeah, that's a good example. Legal does not equal moral. Is a great. You bought the music under an agreement to use it as a personal listening. You didn't buy the music under the agreement to broadcast it on the internet. Oh, you know what? I should have targeted Destructive Revelry here, because then they couldn't kill my Snapcaster in response. They have a counterspell here, we're dead. Yeah, this is just like, we have to snap Bolt and hope for the best. Yeah, good games, opponent. They have plenty to pay for the spell pierce. Shame this wasn't our Dispel. I'm not sure So my two pieces of feedback on this deck list are, well, three. One, this deck is sweet. I like this archetype a lot. It's a lot of fun running people down with things like this. I think playing 18 lands at a minimum is probably smart. I'd probably cut Fork Bolt or Grim Lavamancer to fit in another land. And I think playing a Spell Pierce over a third Dispel is kind of just too cute. I'd rather just have more Dispels. It's the more powerful card. KM Lee 83 with the 3-month resubscription. Thank you very much for a quarter of a year and welcome back. I do appreciate it. And a $1 donation from Niv as well. I really want to listen to music while you stream. Do you mind if I turn on my... Right? Your computers can do multiple things at once too. All right. So what are we doing next? Number was 4 and 5. So we actually have another blue-based burn deck up next. This is a Tribal Flames Wild Nikotl Delver of Secrets deck. Yeah, I like the Revelers in the board. I think the Revelers in the board do what you want them to do. I think they add value to the deck. Do you happen to have a burn list in the queue that also run Gifts Ungiven? No, there's no Gifts deck in the queue. Yeah, this deck seems sweet. So, yeah, we've got some Goblin Guides again.